a video about my compost. This is a pretty good sized compost pile. It was bigger. Of course, as compost goes, it always shrinks, right? You put stuff on there, it makes a big pile, and then over time it shrinks. That's because the bacteria and the insects and the worms and the fungus and all that good stuff works on it. And, it becomes something better than it was originally. It gets all mixed together, becomes good nutrients for the soil. I'm going to walk over there and show you how big this compost pile is. I will be adding to it, but right now I just want to show you what it looks like right now. And I'm going to do a close-up here in a minute of the good soil that's in there. So it's good size. I've got chunks of wood. I've got kitchen scraps. Got all kinds of stuff in here. All right, let me adjust my feet on my tripod here to work it out so that I can see this pretty good and keep it steady. A lot of these pieces of wood are from that big pecan tree that we had cut down. This is a chunk of that pecan wood. I'm going to show you I can pull it apart with my thumb, right? That's what you want your wood to do in your compost. Just come apart. Look at that. Breaks apart easily. It's deteriorating. That's what you want. You want it to do that. There's another big old chunk of wood right there. And you can see that white stuff? I think they call that mycelium. If I'm not correct, you can tell me in the comments. But the wood gets all kinds of fungus on it. And it gets bacteria, bugs. Can you see the slugs? This side was laying on the ground. You can tell right here that worms have been pooping there. Got slugs. You got that white stuff growing on there. That mycelium stuff. Once in a while I'll come out here and rearrange little bits. But I haven't actually turned this thing over in a long time. I had mostly just wanted to pile stuff up on it and just leave it. And I've put cardboard, I've put kitchen scraps, I've put stuff from the yard, wood from, not like freshly cut wood, but wood that just needed to be piled up and let it rot. Some of this wood, I don't know if you can see that, but it's deteriorating pretty good. I mean, beetles have dug holes in there. I've even got potatoes in here, but you can see where the slugs have been eating the potatoes. Some of these potatoes are pretty rotten, other ones are still kind of good. But I'll just stick them in here. And eventually, some of these tomatoes will root and grow tons more of tomatoes. That's something a lot of people don't realize is you can take your potatoes and bury them in your compost pile. Those things will sprout. They'll put the potato tops up, and then under the ground they'll put tons of potatoes in a pile of compost. And then when you come out here and you start turning your compost, you can pull out a bunch of good potatoes. All right, I'm gonna scoot over here so that I'm not leaving a shadow. And I'm gonna dig around right here. All right, let me move back just a pinch. Another thing you need to worry about are snakes, spiders. You don't want to accidentally run across a snake while you're out here doing that. And we do have snakes, that's for sure. All right, but anyway, you can see right here where it looks like sawdust. That's where one of these big boards from the pecan tree was sitting. And the beetles got holes in here and holes in the board. But I'm going to show you something. Look at that. Beautiful dark dirt. That is all compost. That is plastic. Beautiful dark compost stuff. Every bit of that. Wonderful, wonderful good compost. I think that's a piece of wood right there. Look how it's just falling apart in my hand. That's what you want. You want it to fall apart, disintegrate. I'd even had a ton of sticks in here. Look at that. That's beautiful dirt. That's what you want. It's soft and it's a loamy. Look at that. You squeeze it, it holds together like that. Beautiful, wonderful dirt. And of course, every once in a while you'll find a rock. That's okay. But what I like to do, sometimes I just like to come out here and look at my compost and see, what's working and what's not working. Put a lot of cardboard. So, anyway, a lot of different cardboard pieces. The wind has blown some of them around. Lots of little wood pieces. You end up with plastic stuff from, where you brought stuff out and forgot to take the plastic bag in. But, over time it all just disintegrates and becomes part of the earth again. And it's wonderful for your plants and for the environment out here. I'm thinking that what I need to do is, well, I don't really want to mess with it too much because it's a wonderful, good environment right now. I lay things on top, like big wood pieces and cardboard and stuff like that, so that the rain does not just wash it all away. Because you want it to stay. You want the nutrients to stay. But one thing you can do, if you don't have like big chunks of wood or cardboard, is you can take a tarp and just lay a tarp over it, or some black plastic, or even clear plastic. As long as the rain doesn't wash it away. I had a compost pile, a couple of them back there behind, the bigger trees back there. And those things, you can't even tell they were there now. But But they made some really, really good compost. This one's a good size. I'm gonna say it's about, I don't know, move back a little bit and look at it. I'm gonna say it's, right now, it's probably, you know, if I was to measure it, it's gonna be over 3 feet high, maybe 4 feet high. I'm gonna say, I don't know. It's hard for me to see it and determine, but the base of it is actually like down here, right? Where my fingers are, right there. That's where the base of it is. So, I mean, you're looking at that's a good size. But I'm gonna say it's probably 10 foot across in each direction. Got all kinds of stuff in there. Of course, you can see my shadow, but whenever I bring food scraps out, I like to put them here, so on the top. Animals will come up here and they'll eat food scraps, but that's okay. Whatever they don't eat, you know, will become compost. And like I always said in some of my previous videos, if I can be a blessing by providing food for the critters out here, then maybe the compost pile will be a blessing for my gardens. All right. Excuse me. I choked on something. I don't know what it was. But I came out here to look around. We did have some kitty cats out here. A mama cat and her little kitten cats, which aren't really kittens much anymore. They're getting bigger. They're more like teenager cats. But we've got 2 of them. We had picked up 2 of them about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know exactly how long it's been, but we got them in the house. They've accepted us and we've accepted them, and they're part of the family. And anyway, I've looked around out here to see if I could see the rest of them, but the mama cats moved them on elsewhere. Or they could be hiding right here 5 foot from me. I may not even know it. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I figured I'd do a compost update. And that was it. Compost pile. All right. Let me know how you're doing on your compost.